Okay, what we're doing here, we're having to reset the breech on this barrel, which was breached by the barrel maker, but it wasn't properly breached. So we got to run a tap in here to tap it deep enough to let the how to find the right wrench. Well, maybe not. Okay, I bottomed about just before I started the recording, so it's good. Take this out. Yeah, it's tapped to the bottom now. This is pretty much an extreme bottoming tap. So we'll screw the breech back in and see if it goes past the index mark, because I already took 20 thousandths off the breech of the barrel. I'm probably going to end up taking 62 thousandths off of it. And we need to take some more. And we also put Teflon tape on it, which is gooed up everywhere. Okay, we didn't quite take 20 thousandths off, according to my measurements here. Whoop. Everything in gear. And my lathe's been acting up here lately. May have to countersink the threads on the barrel just a little bit. Okay, now we have gone we gotta countersink the countersink it here so that the breech, the end of the threads can screw up and enter the barrel completely. Okay, countersunk the threads a little bit. Get another little black. Come on. There we go. Now this barrel, the bore is not centered at the breech like many of the old Douglas barrels and some of the old production barrels of years ago. As a result, I'm going to have to go around a complete turn. If it were otherwise, if the bore were centered, all I'd have to do is bring the breech up to flat. There was about a 32nd of an inch gap between the end of the breech plug into this breech face and the rebate cut for the threads in the breech. So there was no way to seal this, and you'd end up with a fouling, oil, water, whatever got in there would be trapped and very hard to remove. So I'm fixing it. Okay, in order to determine if we're bottoming out here, we have to do a little magic marker work. Like so. We should be, I think there's about another 12 thousandths before this breech plug will reach the end of the counter bore. But there's only one way to find out. That's to double check. Snug it up. Don't go real tight with it. There's no need to at this point. But it should be pretty close because we're almost a half turn. And a 32nd of an inch should be about a half turn. And you can see I got a little bit of a touch right there. But we're going to take another 10 or 15 thousandths off the end of the barrel, which is fairly easy to do with this lathe. I have a stop that I can adjust in thousandths. I'm going to move it to about 27 thousandths, which is short of what I know the hole to be. Oop, forgot the gear shift again. Okay, we should get a little more contact if our countersink is deep enough, which I don't know because of the stop on the bed. I can't necessarily go as deep as I might have on this. But we'll see what we get this time. Okay. And we're still a little less than half a turn. Okay, she bedded pretty solid there, and just and now we're full. That's a half a turn, which is about what I expected the